Okay then, here we go. It's the first stream. Hello. Welcome to Upside Down Crypto. Today we're taking a look into Spider Tanks, which is a very interesting like multiplayer shoot 'em up sort of style game. Get the chat open just in case anyone pops in. Right, cool. So, basically, first things first, we're gonna get all the informational stuff out the way and done with, like what you can do, how you can play the game, what you need to play the game, and also how you can play to earn. That's the most important part, right? So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm hoping everything's working fine. This is the first stream, so there might be a few hiccups here and there. But anyway, Spider Tanks, the PvP brawler designed and developed by award-winning Netherlands-based Gamedia? I guess it's Gamedia? Gamedia, something like that. Players choose between a number of tank bodies and weapons in the garage, and then battle out in one of the many Spider Tanks arena maps. Spider Tanks is free to play, but also incorporates a variety of play to earn mechanics, and that's the point. That's the bit that we're interested mainly today, is what you can do. Can you get NFTs? Can you get crypto from this? That's the main focus, right? But of course we're going to be playing the game too because it's fun, right? Okay, centering around skill-paced competition, resource collection, and a player-driven upgrade cycle. Very cool. Whether you want to play with a small group of close friends or test your skill in high-stakes competition, Spider Tanks will be the worldwide play-to-earn esport for you. Purchase fully tradable weapons, there you go, tanks and bodies in the Spider Tank store for advantages to upgrade to the upgrade cycle, rarity, head starts, and more coming in 2022. Now, as you can see, we can play this game currently. Now, last time I played this game, I was recording a video for this channel, and I couldn't seem to get into a multiplayer game, so I'm probably just going to host a game and see if anyone joins. It might go well, it might not, but we will see how it goes. The VOD for this will be going up on YouTube, so if anyone pops in and misses out in the beginning on this part, then it's going to be fine, because you can always rewind or watch it again. Everything will be fine. There'll be like a live chat log as well that I've got set up, so that's cool. Okay, so as you can see, there's some pretty cool looking stuff here. I want to get it so on my OBS as well at some point I can have the chat here. It seemed to ask me to like log in and all that stuff. It was a pain in the butt. But we'll get that sorted at some point. For now, I'm going to be flicking to and fro. So if I miss any messages, I do apologize. Okay, we've got Blink Epic Bodies. These are all the things that you can buy with a Gala coin. 34,000 right now. I just open this up. Gala to BBP. Have a look at what the conversion rates are right now. So a single Gala coin is 0.0435 ... So that is 1. And if we do that times what? Let's have a look at how much this uncommon one is. So 34,199. It is Snoop Dogg. Okay. My God, £1,000. I don't know if I've done the math right on that, but £1,000 for that. I guess you can earn this. You don't have to buy it directly. This is just from CoinGecko, the conversion rate. So that could be, I don't know. But right now, that uncommon to buy that would be £1,000. But luckily, this game right now is free to play. So have a look a bit further down. Hopefully, it'll tell us some information about you know, what you can do to earn while playing this game. I'm hoping something like that. You know, visit website, do that. Free for all battle brawl. Yeah, brilliant, cool. Bout. Own, earn, and upgrade. Spider Tanks is built on Web3 tech, allowing players to own their garage garage, and earn real rewards while playing. Cool. So tell me more, please. Tell me more. Play to earn. Free to play, but uses cutting edge blockchain technology that unlocks every player's power to earn. The play to earn mechanics of spider tanks revolve around skill based competition, resource collection, and a player driven upgrade cycle that allows players to earn real rewards. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be like a ranked ladder that you can climb, and if you get high enough, you'll probably earn some stuff. That's what I'm understanding from this so far. In the heat of battle, strategy is everything. Spider Tanks is loaded with different game modes, allowing your team to work together to outsmart and outgun the competition. Do you have what it takes? I doubt it, but we're gonna try. These are all the bodies that you can have. It's like, oh, it's actually got a little update. Well, we can do this in game. We've got it all downloaded and ready to go. Stay hydrated, by the way. Different game modes. Now, I don't believe this was here when I tried it last time. All I could find was Team Deathmatch, so maybe there's still some in development, but we'll certainly find out very soon. Let's get the chat back up for the meantime. Okay, Embrace, yeah, all-out style match. The team with the most kills gets the victory. Create killer destructive combinations with your team. Let the chaos ensure. Now, I do get a very, like, is it MOBA? Is that the correct, like, League of Legends, Dota sort of style to it? But of course it's tanks, which is awesome. Blow stuff up. Follow us on Twitter, join our community, so you can do all of this stuff. Watch us on YouTube. That could be something that we look into later. I'm gonna pop that up for now. Gala Games YouTube, and hopefully there is a. Please subscribe to this. And then Brawl for Awards. Okay, I can probably watch this right now actually. See what that looks like on here. Actually perfect, cool. Like that. You can't hear anything. Good start, good start, good start. I knew there'd be something. No, there's a game sound. Hang on. Oh wait, I've hidden it. Where'd I hide it? Unhide, please. Unhide so I can see. There we go. And up a little bit. Okay, Chaos. Battle to earn. That shark missile looks really cool. Okay, so it didn't really tell us too much about what's going on here. Developer AMA. This is a very, very, very long. This is a live stream
with John and Aaron, and we're here to talk about all things Spider Tank. How you guys doing today?
Hey, folks.
I'm down to watch
We're
this
doing
and we can
great.
learn something.
It's a little
Awesome.
right?
Spider Tankerific.
Spider Tankerific. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Paul, can you make our heads a tiny bit smaller? I feel like I'm like giant egg filling up the screen.
See, that was something that I couldn't get, right? Because I'm really small, right? On in the bottom right, I'm like all crouched down. Because oh, it's this side. Right down here, you can kind of see it a little bit. There's all that fuzzy stuff, and if I bring myself up, just that corner is all fuzzy stuff. So I had to like move myself down a little bit. And if I open the curtain, my face disappears, so I've got to keep the curtain closed. But anyway.
It's just too much.
Anyway, Gala Games, like, there you go.
Yay.
Check it out yourself if you wish. Go like them. Spider Tanks developer AMA. We're gonna watch this and review the video, and then we're gonna get into some gaming after that. We gotta get all this stuff out of the way done first, then we can focus on gaming. Because I know a lot of people on this channel already are not really. They may not be gaming focused, but they're definitely more crypto focused. So I want to get that as our main focus here, learning what the earning factor of it is, the crypto factor. So continue.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, guys. So we're going to be taking questions from the community, but we also have
I wish I caught this live.
that have been submitted
yes,
in
many
advance via a form. it's a lot of stuff, lots of questions, guys. And we will be taking questions in the Spider Tank discussion channel.
Also, if there's any questions that are unanswered by this video, make sure to pop them in the chat or in the comments. I'm not sure how it works, like post stream. I'm not really sure how that works, but if you have any questions, I will try and answer them as best I can. And also like, subscribe, you know, because
in our Discord, which I recommend that you join at galagames.chat.
I've got that, yeah.
So hold on, I have to find the channel.
Ooh, that's a point. I could also look on the Discord.
안녕하세요 to all of the Korean viewers. I'm seeing a lot of Korean questions, and sawadee hop to the Thai ones. I'm seeing a few of those too. And those are the only two that I'm picking out here. Okay, Spider Tanks discussion. I found it.
Yes, go.
Okay, we will be on the Spider Tanks discussion channel. And,
Learn me.
yeah, looking forward to answering some questions.
Teach me your questions. Ask them. I want answers. I want to know all about spider tanks.
Do you guys want to pick a question first from the forum or from the Discord? Or is there anything that you'd like to say in advance? Like, how's that light paper? What do you think about the response to the light paper?
Actually, 1 second. I'm going to pop this video in the description. I think that makes sense to do, right? I think that's like a... It's going to be at the very bottom of the description. I'll put it in here. Spider Tanks Developer AMA. There we go. Right at the bottom of the description, you can click on it now. It might be there permanently for returning viewers to VODs or whatever, but right now it is there. Anyway.
Paper, Aaron.
You know what? I thought that there would be more comments around it, but it wasn't as heated. Then I don't know. I'm kind of happy about it, but also a little bit, a little bit sad that it didn't take that, get that much attention.
What do you mean? It got tons of attention. I love it. It's an
so
amazing
much
paper.
time working on this one, and I know the light paper is a little bit light on text because it is called light paper, but the thought that went into it is just
what I think is
tremendous amount of work from a lot of the people involved.
Yeah, anyone who does any sort of development is familiar with the time compression problems of development. A user spends half a second clicking on something that took a UI UX person like 6 hours to get right. And this is an even more extreme version of that. The number of people that we have had working on that economy and building that out so that it is.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break as I'm receiving a phone call. Sorry about this. Okie dokie, sorry about that. Things you gotta do, eh? Let in the child from school. Brothers.
Robust and sustainable is phenomenal, and there is so much more.
Hey, go back. I'm lost, sir.
Is a little bit to it is.
Yeah, anyone who does any sort of development is familiar with the time compression problems of development. You know, a user spends, you know, half a second clicking on something that took a UI UX person like 6 hours to get right.
I don't know this pain firsthand. I can say that there are some things. I'm gonna probably use League of Legends because Riot Games spaghetti code. I'm gonna use it as a reference quite often. But there's some things in their client that you wonder, like, how did they get this wrong? And it's only like just now dawning on me, like how much time and effort these people must put into creating like the play button, the find match button, and for I don't know, you add like a new item to the game, and for some weird reason, it just doesn't work anymore, and you can spend hours on end on that one thing. Ay, ay, ay. And to get like a whole crypto side to this game on top of like coding and pressing buttons and whatever, it's got to take a lot of effort.
You know, and this is an even more extreme version of that. The number of people that we have had working on that economy and building that out so that it is robust and sustainable is phenomenal. And there is so much more work behind that paper than you guys can even see. Yeah, so that's that. Anything you want to add to that, John?
Man, I was this was a long time coming. That's a white paper that has changed and evolved over so many months. But I think
light paper, is it? Wait, light paper. Law. Wait, no, huh? Ah, see, I didn't know this existed. This would have been so nice when I was doing research for the stream. Oh wow. I wish I had found this video sooner. Ay ay ay. Okay, so we've got a whole light paper that we can go through later as well. Sure. Last update July 15th. 6 days ago. Wow, okay. They really keep on top of this too. Damn, son. Wait. I love technology so much. You can just be like, oh, under construction, and then you go right to it. It's amazing. Okay, anyway, back to the video.
every time that it did, we made it better. Nobody has created a sustainable play to earn economy at scale. You know, and that's our challenge. And actually, I think a lot of what came through discussions with the community, going back and forth. Obviously, watching our other games, watching competitor games. So I was really happy to get it out. I was happy to see the excitement ahead of getting it out, and I felt like people got it. You know, I love to extend the level of discussions that we've been having internally now externally to the community, because the questions and comments that we got on it, I would say people grok what we're trying to do. And yeah, it's going to be a continued evolution from here as we grow the game. But yeah, I'm over the moon to get it out. It's one step closer to when. So
I wonder how this is something that I've not looked into. Like, how difficult is it to set up play to earn games, like an ecosystem or economy? How difficult is that? I can imagine it's not easy, right? Because first you've got to build like a fan base for a game. Like, have these guys made games previously before? My curtains are going crazy, sorry. Like, have these guys made games before? Do they already have a base? Or was it kind of like Dragon's Den where they pitched a game idea to Gala Games and Gala Games was like, yes, love it. Here's 100 grand, go develop that. How do you get around to starting up something like this?
we ticked that one off, and now
When
Sally Field. Yeah.
Should I just dive in and
Yes,
approach
please.
the when question, because we have I don't know, probably
When?
close to 100 questions here that were submitted, and
I think
maybe not
25%
quite.
was when.
What is an AMA, by the way? Hang on. Ask me anything. Cool, gotcha.
Right?
Yeah, like half of them are when this, when that, when the other thing. We're not going
What about
to
how?
specifically address the when. Okay. And the reason for that is that people are going to hate me. I'm going to get so much like vitriol on this one. The answer is,
You really wanted to say
unfortunately,
something else, though.
Thun. Very, very Thun. And you're just going to have to go with us on that. And that worked out pretty nicely with the light paper drop. Yes, it took a little bit longer than we wanted, or than I wanted. It's mostly
It's disappearing, getting comfy. Sorry.
him. But it's out. It's high quality. It makes a real difference, and yeah. So
you're looking at
all of the when questions can be answered with quite soon.
And just to exaggerate a little bit, is I did want to drop it right after Galaverse. We did have a version ready. I think we went through
Galaverse. Hang on a minute. I'm learning so much from this just this one video already. Galaverse. Right, it's the live show. Gotcha.
About
probably take a look at that at some point too.
Yes.
Since then. So it is taking a little bit of time because when we publish it outside, it's, although we say we things might change, we don't want to change as much as we would need to, right? So that is the reason why it took quite a bit. And I did promise, we all did promise to answer the when question during Galaverse. But I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna be a little bit different.
Thun. Just leave it at Thun.
Very, 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 very soon, not soon.
Disappointment, Aaron.
What's the difference between Thun and soon? Is Thun so you can't get legally held when you say soon? I don't know, man. that seems very weird.
I want to be. I don't want to always talk cryptic.
I know soon. It's the same thing. Okay. Do you want to take one of these questions, Aaron? Pick a question that you like.
You know what? I think one of the first questions on Discord was, please talk about how the rarity of the map will affect VP Silk or other things like factories and spider tanks. The light paper only mentions higher level of maps means more spots on the queue, but nothing directly about rarity.
I really wish there was a like you could click down here, because some videos have those like sections. I really wish there was like a questions about play to earn section, because that's all I'm really interested in right now. The gameplay's fun, but like they're obviously developers and they're working on their game. But I do also kind of wish that there was just like skip to questions about play to earn, but
Thanks.
we'll get to it.
So that one, shit, I picked a difficult one, didn't I? So like most of the NFTs that we sold, the rarity will affect the amount of VPN Silk. We just didn't have a, what do you call it? The reason we just mentioned level in there is because we wanted to sort of like leak a little bit of feature that's gonna come out later, tie into something that's planetary. But other than that, it will affect Silk. And once we have a little bit tighter formula on how it will affect it, we will definitely.
Yeah. And what I would say here is,
I think I got that. I don't know if anyone else did, but that that was kind of difficult to understand because it was breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of this is us now targeting what's for the launch version of the product, and then what's for later. But ultimately, I'd say higher level matches result in a bigger pool of victory points. Those are going to be played by the higher level tanks, and they're going to be played on the higher level maps. So higher level maps will be the ones that host the higher level matches, and that therefore will get, you know, basically a multiplier on victory points. So
I need to get it so you can see the game now. I think I can just drag that to the top. Okay, well, it's covering everything up that exists. But you can see these victory points. You will earn victory points based on the level and rarity of the tanks used to play winning your games. These can contribute to the total amount of TC test coin you will earn at the end of each cycle. So there you go. So you can play matches, get victory points, then you get test coin. I think test coin was something that you can't sell. So I don't know if it's something that you can only use for the in-game. That would make sense, I guess. So you have your in-game NFTs that you can buy with the test coin, and then you can transfer the NFTs from in the game. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. I might be wrong. I may be completely wrong, but that's what I'm getting from what they've just said.
We are aware of the prices that those maps went out at, especially the higher rarities, and that's all been taken into consideration for how victory points will be distributed there.
Yeah, and I think sorry, Jason.
Sorry, go ahead.
We haven't introduced the fact.
I love that so much when people are like, no, sorry, no, sorry, no, you go ahead, you speak. Oh, sorry, yeah, I'll go, and then they both talk again. It's like, oh gosh.
And flesh.
Button. Calm down. Do I need to close? I need to close my window. Close one, maybe? No, I'll close the bigger one. Hang on. Ay, ay, ay. The things I do for love. Very stuffy in here. Oh, okay, I'm ready. We're gonna listen to it now. The reason I'm pausing so much, by the way, sorry to keep you even longer than you already have been, but the reason that I'm pausing so much is because I believe there's a thing with I'm fairly sure this video won't be copywritten, right? But if it is, then I think you're like, if you're monetizing content, then you have to pause like every 10 seconds or something. But I think that's only like TV shows. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine here, but I'm just doing it just in case. Yeah, I don't want to risk anything. This isn't like my YouTube channel, so I'm like going by the book. I'm just a manager of it. This is all right. This is I am a manager of this YouTube channel. It's just owned by my boss. There you go. I haven't stolen it. Okay. Don't get it twisted, boy. Okay.
Yet, but the amount of factories that will populate the land will also be a function of rarity as well. So once we have most of it locked down and ready to be launched, we will share it with you guys. We are trying to get the game out as soon as possible, so the factory will not be a part of the launch scope, but we will definitely share the details of it before we actually introduce it into the ecosystem.
Okay.
I see that lava tank needs a bump in Discord. I agree with that. I think the lava tank needs a bump. I think the chicken needs a bump.
Oh, chicken definitely needs a bump.
What is the best tank? It's obviously the Jack-o'-lantern, yet I also think that could use a bump. The Brambler.
The Brambler's pretty badass.
Mostly because I personally use it. Often Discord will say that needs to be nerfed a bit, but I don't agree. I disagree strongly, and I tell game media all the time that everybody says, let's bump up that Brambler.
Yeah, just bump it up. Important.
Okay. I want to know what they're talking about right now. So we're going to pop into a training field that we can. The Brambler. What we're looking for here. There. Right. So we can go into a shooting range here. I've muted the audio. Like an absolute fool. Oh no. Always something, isn't there? Oh well, you're gonna have to deal with it. Right. This is in-game settings. Actually, that might not be that loud for you. Anyway. The Brambler. This is my loadout, by the way. I had this set up on a crab. I think this is like the long shot rifle. There's like flash that you can do. Wait, how do you do it? Forgotten the buttons. Oh no, it's just click. Okay, and then you can like teleport. So you can get out of sticky situations. These sheriff bots never used to shoot you, by the way. When I played before. But something that we want to see is the Brambler. Now, is that a bottom or a top? We're going to find out. Hurricane Jack-o'-lantern. This was something that they were saying needs a buff. So, yeah, they're legs. Their legs. Brambler. As you can see, there's armor values, there's speed values, and there's energy values. I'm not really sure what the energy values do. Maybe that will be more important when we're not on, like, infinite stuff. Brambler. Is that going to be a weapon? Snoop's Bumpin' Lowrider. You can actually buy these and own them as well, which is cool. That one's very expensive. Scorpion Scout, Shepherd, Snoop's, Tiger. So Brambler would be top then, right? Bouncer Gun, Brainstormer, Brambler. Okay. This is the Brambler that he's talking about. Like a mortar, I guess? Ah, okay. And that will slow them too, I assume. Kind of like Zyra in League of Legends. I know, I need to stop. It does indeed slow them down a little bit. Okay, cool. So now you know. I'm gonna go drive into the garage and then slow down. Mute that again. And back into the video.
Do you want to talk about the dropship system? Smooth Harry has some
Yes. Hit me with it.
Aaron and I can take that together. Dropship system is going to be pretty cool. At a high level, what this will enable you to do is load your tanks into it, make them available not just for leasing and having one place to manage all that, but we're also going to allow you to upgrade and control what types of AI can run your tanks as a bot. So this would be as if it was being leased, but it's not. It's all victory points will go to the drop ship and tank owner. These are ships that drop down in the world of spider tanks on the planets and deploy and army your garage of tanks all in one spot. Aaron, do you have more on that?
Not more. I don't want to go into a full detail on it because it is a concept that we are. It is a fictionalized concept that encompasses both leasing and a little bit of an AI system we're introducing into the spider tanks. But yeah, I don't want to go too deep on it. It's going to be an interesting system that will definitely help sort of get the ecosystem running up on its ground. But it's not going to be a launch scope, so maybe push that back a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, and then one note, guys, is
Okay.
that everything.
So you can lease out your like cosmetics and stuff to people. That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
It's being discussed here, for the most part, things are still in a little bit of flux and may change. Okay, that was something that was like on page 1 of the light paper, is that some of these systems will be, in fact, all of these systems will be tuned over time.
He's right.
That is absolutely going to be a requirement. What I like about the way that we're doing this is we have more ways to tune things, I think, which is going to be helpful and better for the long-term economy for everybody. Let's see here. There's a question here from Family Man who asks about static exchange value for Silk to Arachnium. Or is it a shifting? Is it static or is it shifting? One of you guys want to take that? Or should I?
Are these in-game currencies? Silk rewards. Key player, play to earn. Tank weapon, hero weapon. So Silk to... Yeah. Arachnium, there we go. Arachnium is premium in-game currency spider tanks which can be obtained in 2 ways. Be purchased in the store with Silk. Alternatively, at the end of the game, a winner can decide whether to receive their award in victory points, and then they can use them, or Arachnium, with the amount of Arachnium received determined by the point-to-Silk ratio, equivalent to receiving Silk and buying Arachnium immediately. Cool. So you earn victory points, you can turn them into Silk, or you can turn them into Arachnium, and then you can purchase NFTs. Gala coin, possibly? We'll see.
Like say the thing that I would say.
All you.
Say the thing.
Say the thing. Okay.
Tell us,
Read the light paper.
Okay, guys. So
yeah.
There, that is the correct direction. I can look right at you. See, I already figured it out.
Yep.
There you go. Better. So for anything that is pegged is typically something that is very difficult to maintain
Pegged? It's us.
over time. So the exchange value is likely to be shifting, but there's a few different ways that it could potentially be stabilized. I think ultimately, at the end of the day, it's going to interrelate with the consumption of all of that as well. So it'll probably not be a straight peg. Just putting that out there.
Although some folks thinks it does need to be a straight peg, but it's a debate that we're having internally. We'll share the outcome of it when we launch, which is going to be. Yeah, I was
got.
Anyways,
I was like, is he gonna say it?
Sorry about it. All right, so, but you know, I did promise all of you guys a launch roadmap, and we are getting very, 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 very soon on that.
Okay.
And I do try to beat what Jason's soon versus my soon.
You do, and I got to give you that.
Hey, I got a question. Simpler one. Yeah, I got a. I think math guilds or something. Guy beer, Jibir. I don't know. Sorry, I don't. I'm English as second language, so I don't pronounce well. But question is, will spider tanks have regular competition similar to Townstar? So it's not going to have a exact same format as Townstar, but I think there was a section where some of you guys already pointed out on the Discord chats that there are things about zero-sum mechanics, and we are trying to build a zero-sum mechanic around competition. So it's not going to be just a, drip of silk or Gala or whatever it is based on tournament result. It is going to be something that you guys participate in, which goes back into the system, and some of it will be rewarded for the higher ranks.
Okay, so there will be competitions in Spider Tanks, more than likely, that you can also earn their silk tokens. Awesome. Not got much more to put on that, but damn. Okay, cool.
Of the the tournament that will get a larger portion of it. So that is sort of like a
Yes, there will be no weekly or daily competition, but
There
we're
will not.
looking at mechanics that will be a kind of you put in to get more out of it if you win head to head against the other folks that are going.
Okay, so gambling.
That's
right. Okay. This is one constant that I find in every single one of these crypto style NFT whatever games. There's gambling. It's everywhere. Gambling is everywhere. I go on Decentraland. The top 3 places that you can go to are gambling arcades. On here, you stake money, and the more you stake, if you win, the more you get. Gambling. I guess, in general, cryptocurrency is gambling, technically, right? If you know what you're doing, it's easier to slide in your favor. But it is all a gamble. There's always risks to this sort of stuff. There's always risks.
that's what we're tossing around.
The other thing that's important here is that I think that Spider Tanks is one of the first games like this that is really well configured for esports. And there can be tournaments that are offline that have nothing to do, or not offline, they'd still be online, but they're not, part of the normal gameplay, and that would have nothing to do with us running them in the long term. That's something that we would love to see as well, so that you guys could set up and run your own tournaments if you wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. I can see lots of similarities with this and League of Legends. I'm gonna keep coming back to it, but it does have that kind of like MOBA vibe to it. So like if I can imagine if there was like turrets, it was like 3 lanes, there was a jungle, and you just put these tanks in it, they could clear, get XP, level up. Like when they hit level 5, they get their first ability or something, or level 2 probably, so you can, harass or whatever. But there is a lot of potential for esports stuff, definitely, 100%. Guy, not lying. Esports is definitely on the table for this. Will it be huge? If Spider Tanks kicks off, it's not been released yet, but on release, if it absolutely kicks off and it's massive, then yeah.
I'd like to address a question here, and I feel I don't know if this came from the Korean community, but the Korean community I have noticed is always very, very, very focused on long-term sustainability and making sure that the ecosystem functions. And the essential question is: there's a whole bunch of stuff about NFTs and whatnot, and prices and things, but the actual crux of the question is: what steps are being taken to ensure the long-term economic stability of the game? I think that if you take a little bit of time, you read through the light paper, and you look at the way that some of those economic models, which are included in there, unfold, you will see that there has been a tremendous focus on long-term stability and sustainability.
You're not going to put that much effort into a video game for it to be like a year-long thing, right? If it's something like this that's money-based, and there's a lot of potential money for the developers, the creators, Gala games, all of that sort of stuff, they're not going to make a game that's going to last a year, 2 years. They're going to hope to make it last ages. and ages and ages. And this is kind of, again, going back to League, but this is kind of what I hoped they would do with their game. Make it so, you know, people actually enjoy it after a few years' time, but it's kind of going downhill right now. And also, I think League, with all of its skins and all that sort of stuff, it could quite easily have a ecosystem. Just saying, Riot. Just saying. I know you get money regardless, but like maybe you can make some more, or maybe it'll destroy their game. Who knows?
Everything from
make a League of Legends 2, make League of Legends 1 the crypto game.
Soft caps to friction that slows down the movement of tokens through the system. I think that there's a tremendous amount being done to make sure that it is sustainable long term.
Yeah, the direction this goes is, if you look at the way the economy rolls out, while it's seated in the beginning, where we want to get to is a point where the distribution of silk is the silk that's coming back in. That's what's truly healthy long term.
So it's big
I saw
circle.
a question there about are there going to be leaderboards and rankings, and I think that's a cool question to talk about.
Right, you're gonna say
releasing as it will go out, and where
he said releasing, not League. I'm addicted, okay? I'm addicted to League of Legends. Everything I think of, hear, breathe, taste, it's all League of Legends.
We want it to go eventually. So leasing, when it comes out, will be in the most basic version. It will be in. It will be a queue. As a leaser, you'll jump in. You'll get a tank randomly. So you could grab an ancient tank on its, with 0 wins that day. You could get a common with 15 wins that day. But what we'd like to start doing is tracking each individual user's, essentially their elo score over time, so that a leasing player would have an elo score, and eventually, as a tank owner, you could set limitations on who can actually pilot your tank. So if you have limited takes at the can of your ancient getting leased, you can make sure that it's leased by the best players in the game. I think
they're kind of saying, like, even if you play no games or win 15, there's an equal chance for you to get legendary. I feel like if you're like winning games a lot, you should have a little just a smidge of a higher chance to get these ancient / legendary things, right? That would make sense, surely.
I think this is really cool if you think of this versus the Axie Infinity system. This means that players from absolutely anywhere who come into the system just to play and learn the game, the best players are going to pop right to the top. They'll be able to play more, earn more, get their own tanks in the game, and we expect to see the top players from all over the world because of that. So yeah, there will be a ranking system that's coming in outside of the generally what you're doing each day is competing on a big leaderboard for victory points, and that's what controls the distribution. But separately, skill based, there will be an elo score that's ranked for you as a pilot, whether you own the tank or not.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. So owning your tank, you'll get more points than if you're leasing it. And the higher your rank, you can stop like lower ranks using that tank, so you get more points for leasing it. I'm guessing the more wins you get with your NFT, the more points you'll get for letting other people use it. Cool idea. So that's why they're so damn expensive to just buy, because you can lease them out to other people. So spending like $1,000 on one of these NFTs, if you're dedicated to the game, you can lease it out to somebody else to use, and if they're good at the game too, big bucks.
Oh, Fleef asked, do you think that with the higher elo you have, the more you could earn? I think that would
Absolutely.
Go without saying.
It should be the way it is, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Like-
that's the only way you get into the higher level matches that result in more victory points. And something interesting about the
half these people that are asking questions are not reading this thing. I haven't read it yet, honestly, but you can tell that like there's probably somewhere in here sending silk, then there's like victory point to silk ratios, pilot program. So this is their leasing. Cool. Power mechanics, all that stuff on a system.